Warning. The statements in this video may offend some, but it may enlighten others. I'm going to take a moment to ask you for your permission to offend you. But I'm also going to take advantage of the fact that I can't hear your objection as a yes. So, are you ready? Hold on to your butts. Today we're talking Salesforce Sales Engagement and why so many people struggle after buying it. Salesforce Sales Engagement, which is formerly known as High Velocity Sales, is an aspirational add-on often sold as a silver bullet for inconsistent sales follow-up and chaotic outreach. What does all that mean? This flashy software that Salesforce sells often is shown as something that it can just implement and do everything without lifting a finger for the sales team to interact with their leads and their contacts. And that is not the case. Companies usually hit a wall 30 to 90 days post-launch of sales engagement. Why, you ask? Well, let's talk about it. The product fails when teams try to scale way too fast, treating automation like a magic wand by immediately dumping thousands of unverified contacts into highly complex outreach sequences. Here's the reality. This tool requires an immense amount of operational discipline and manual oversight to manage complex exit criteria and multiple person-account relationships. Ultimately, you cannot automate a process that hasn't been perfected manually first. Trying to accelerate chaos only multiplies your problems and tanks team morale. You get more chaos, the more chaos you put in there. Make sense? Is the mathing for you right now? Chaos plus chaos equals, I don't know, chaos. So here are a couple of key things to remember when starting your journey with sales engagement, which also, might I add, is a really great tool. However, here are some things that you just want to remember before starting the journey. 1, you cannot accelerate chaos. You have to build repetition first. Sales engagement is built to accelerate a sales process, but if you don't already have a consistent, repeatable follow-up routine, you're just speeding up a mess. Put everything together in terms of your documentation of your process so that you know exactly how to build what you are looking to build in this amazing tool. Companies buy this software hoping it's going to create discipline for their sales rep, but it actually demands that discipline already exists before it is put in the system. Number 2, business relationships are messy, but cadences are rigid. The software operates at the individual lead or contact level, but the reality is business-to-business sales involve multiple stakeholders across an entire account. If your rep learns something offline or gets a no from a CEO that they're working with to nurture as a lead, Salesforce doesn't magically know that. You have to manually update the cadence or pause the cadence or do whatever needs to be done based on the responses you're getting from the CEO or the lead at that time. You got to make sure that the work is being done on the same side of the automation is being done to help. This is not going to automatically do everything for you. Which leads me into number 3. Exit criteria requires far more manual muscle than the demo actually shows you. I know the Salesforce AE probably showed you that the sales engagement tool can do everything for you without lifting a finger. That's not completely true. And you really shouldn't want that to be true. You want your users, your sales team, and your team members who are using Salesforce to still understand what's happening even with all the automations that you have going on. Because even when you hire your next person, they need to understand how to use Salesforce and how to continue working in the processes that you put in place. So again, I asked you at the beginning of this video if I had your permission to offend you. So again, I asked you at the beginning of this video if I have your permission to offend you. You said yes, or you quietly said yes. Either way, here we go. You still have to do some work. Salesforce will do a lot of things for you and your team regarding the cadence management, but you still have to oversee it, even if it's just a little bit. Salesforce can track bounces or link clicks, but it cannot automatically infer nuanced human realities, meaning reps still have to do the heavy manual cleanup. So in real life, if a lead replies with "Stop emailing me, I'm disqualified, don't really care, not interested," somebody has to manually go in and update the status and pull them out of that sequence. Or they're going to get another email and then you're going to get a phone call. We don't want that. Number 4, don't drink from the fire hose. So again, don't scale before you learn the functionality that this product can actually bring to your team. The biggest mistake is immediately loading 7,000 of your purchase contacts into this brand new unverified cadence and then thinking that everything's just going to happen automatically. We see this all the time, so please spare yourself the trouble. A company turns on the tool, builds a massive complex sequence, and blasts a cold list of emails out to this group of people that you just purchased, right? The response rates are abysmal, the messaging feels robotic, and the sales team morale completely nosedives because you're thinking this list of 7,000 contacts you just bought is going to completely turn around the company with this one cadence. Not true. True success looks boring. It requires a small test group, gradual adoption, and stepping up complexity over time, not on day one. So, focus on what your current business needs are for right now and don't worry about the phantom needs that you think you may need just in case. Focus on what is needed right now for you and your users to be successful with this tool. All in all, let me say, Sales Engagement is a great tool to help guide and train your sales team on the process of engaging with your leads and your contacts. But it's all about the preparation of the org with your business processes and the correct training of your users when they're using Salesforce and this amazing tool. You're going to have to still do a little bit of the work. Salesforce can take care of a lot of it, but again, just a little bit of manual work to make sure that everything is going as properly accounted for.